Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. How is everyone today after last night's debacle? Nice, thoroughly deserved. Thank you, mate. Your biscuits are gonna be posted tomorrow. Good afternoon section. They're gonna be posted. I've got them here. Look at that. It's going to be wrapped up a little bit better. I'm waiting for some more sellotape and then it's going to be done. But this is your big box of biscuits. All sorts in there, all different types. Some memorable ones from Man City Fan TV chatting about biscuits and things like that. And obviously Mr. C's hat is here. That's going to be posted tomorrow. So you should have them. You should have them Saturday, I would have guessed. J Hope, how are you? Hi, fantastic. Leonard London, hi, how are you, mate? Wow, mate. Thank you. You're more than welcome, mate. Like I say, if I promise something, I deliver. So it's not a bomb, is it? To be careful using that word. We'll have YouTube sort of informing the security service of me and removing my license. I'll munch them with pride, mate. You're more than welcome. There's all I said. There's all different types in there, all different types. So enjoy them, and well done for the winners last night on the big Man City Fan TV quiz. It was a good couple of hours. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who came on and took part. There were loads of you, and a massive shout out to Rob for doing all the stats and the winners and point system and everything else. And it was interesting because there were a load of people who actually watched it but didn't come on and chat. I mean, even Mijuli posted me a message on Twitter today to say I really enjoyed it. I don't know whether I would have answered any of those questions, but so they were watching. There was loads of people watching, which was fantastic, and we had a good laugh, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Do something a little bit different, a little bit silly. Section 20, I'll munch them with pride, absolutely. Hello, mate. Phil, how are you, buddy? How's things going over there? Joseph Beatty, thoughts on the Felix Correia signing? Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. If you see in the description below the subjects that we're going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about Thiago Almada again. Looks like that deal's about to be done. Felix Correia has announced, or Correia, I should call him, has announced himself that he's signed for Manchester City. Jurgen Klopp whinging again about Man City spending, which is frightening. We're going to talk about a little bit about AFCON. Tomorrow, obviously, is the AFCON final, Mahrez versus Mahrez. Obviously, we can recap yesterday's game because we didn't get a chance last night. I did the videos post-match and things like that, but I'm sure people have watched it back who might not have been able to watch it live, or they've seen the goals if they weren't able to watch it live. What are your thoughts on that? And then any other questions? This one is, and I promise this is definitely going to be a shorter one today because I've got a plumber coming round. We've got a couple of leaks in a couple of the bathrooms, and so I've just noticed this morning. I've got potentially it could drip over the top of my desk, and it's starting to crack. So I've got a plumber coming round in about 30-40 minutes. So I'll make sure I'm wrapped up and it's done so that I can fix them. I've tried to look at them, but they've got, certainly in the two bathrooms we're talking about, they've got surrounds around them, and I don't want to start ripping them up and making a mess of it, so I'd rather somebody else do it. What else have we got? I don't fancy the time, as I got back early from work. The quiz was amazing and so much fun. Thank you. It was good laugh. When are we doing the movie quiz? Don't know, Joseph. When's everybody fancy it? Remember, I'm going about. Superior being 2 bathrooms. I've got 5 bathrooms, but it's 2 of the bathrooms, the toilets are leaking. So I don't want any, there's a leak in this one down here, and obviously the one that's above me now, which is starting to make a bit of a mess, if I'm being honest with you. And now even a spider's occupied the hair. I'll show it you. Do you want to see it? I'll show it you. Ooh, I'll trap my phone. There you go. That's the mess. As you can see, that it's starting to, it's cracked across there. So that needs replacing, or it needs fixing, I should say, because I'm a bit worried it don't dump everything all over my printers, my laptops and things like that. So pipe work, yeah, it looks like it's something like that. Normally I would try and fix it. I did put some PTP tape around the one here and things like that, but they need properly looking at, if I'm being honest. So get somebody in to do it. Hi Andy, what's going on? Manchester is blue. We're just sort of doing a quick introduction, mate. Said if you look in the description, you can see what we're going to talk about. Sorry, loads of comments coming. Hi Andy, gutted to come on last yesterday. Don't worry, it was a bit of fun. Maybe you'll do better in the movie quiz. Correia, new Ronaldo, Almada, new Messi, and Rodgers, new Ali, allegedly. Well, we'll wait and see. We set the pace as if I seen Klopp, I'd bottle him. Yeah. Maybe if he's on a bus, you can throw something at the bus, maybe. Leonard London, oh, you don't want that. No, I don't. 2 bathrooms. Ooh. Do you think Sane will leave or stay? I think he'll stay. Scott Williams, afternoon. Oh, my missus said she had never heard me laugh so much for years, and then gave me a kiss for coming second. No blue ribando. Oh, well, at least you got a kiss off your missus, mate. That's good. There you go. Nice kiss for coming second. Paul Standon, afternoon, guys. Hope all good. Missed a few days on here. City looked pretty good yesterday from what I could see. They look very, very good. Very good. Nice movement. Obviously, pre-season, very warm. But we'll talk about that. Sane's left, mate. Haven't you heard? No, don't start that. Martin, afternoon, Andy. Hope you're good. Congrats on the milestone. Thank you very much. If you've not seen it in the title, last night we smashed through the 1 million views. So really proud moment for the channel. Considering we've been going since end of March, beginning of April last year. We went through the 1 million views barrier last night, which was fantastic. Pipe work, says Leonard London. Yeah. Section 20. My ribs were sore still this morning from laughing so much. It was funny. Hi Andy, happy Thursday, mate. How are you, buddy? Are you well? Joseph, stop lying, lad. You don't know Joseph, do you? Paul Standall, bloody hell, Andy, better get Bob the builder in. Toilet could end up on your head. I know. That's what I'm worried about. It's the equipment I'm worried about more than I don't care about the roof and whatever. The ceiling, it can all be redecorated. If it comes through and everything goes on this equipment, then I'm buggered because I'm going away at the weekend. Hi guys, what's the crack? We're just having a quick chat, English Mastiff, and then we're going in. Bit of a shorter one today. Nippon Sharma, will Edison get the #1 jersey next season? And thoughts on Gabby getting number 9? Well, I mean, it's entirely if he wants it. I mean, I'm sure if he wants it, he'll get it. But he might not. He might want to keep his current number. Congratulations on the 1 million views. Amazing, mate. Thank you, Kiam. Andy, congrats on 1 million views. Have you had major issues with my new... Have had major issues with my new laptop disconnecting and connecting back to Wi-Fi. Any ideas? Ooh. What's that? What sort of laptop is it? I don't know. Maybe people on here might be able to help out. Carl's on. How are you, buddy? Managed to catch us on a live one. Well done, Carl. Who win last night? We had Mr. C. And we had Section 20. Won. We had 2 prizes. We did a bit of a bonus round, a bit of a laugh at the end. But we had the Big Man City quiz was won by Mr. C. So he wins the Midjuli alien hat, which I'll post out tomorrow. And then we had a biscuit round because obviously people have got this thing about biscuits. So Section 21, the biscuits round, and there you go. That's his big box of all different types of biscuits, which I'll post out to him tomorrow. So there you go. What else have we got on here? Section, still can't get over your biscuit knowledge. It was incredible, wasn't it? Have you and Ray completely fallen out? Yes. I don't think it's ever going to get back to how it was, sadly, but that's just the way it is. You know, at the end of the day, I'm still here. He left the channel, so. Superior being, do you think Liverpool will fall away this season? I think they'll be, I don't know, I think they'll still be up there. Favourite moment of doing this channel? God, there's been so many. I've had favourite moments while I've been at the games, during the games and things like that. So many to think of. I think, obviously, interviewing David White was pretty special. And Sharon Latham, Snapper Shaz, the ex-photographer at City. Really enjoyed. They were really kind and generous with their time. I sat down for 2 days with David White and 2 days with Sharon Latham, and they were really, really lovely people, really nice people, and yeah, were very generous with their time. And that was obviously being able to sit down. I mean, the recordings only lasted, I think, in total, I think David White's was about 8-9 episodes, around 15 minutes each, but we were like 5 hours and one day and 5 hours another day. So I mean, the rest of the time was just chatting about all sorts of stuff off camera. So it was, and then listening to Sharon Latham's memories and stories of, you know, obviously the things she could tell me. I'm sure there were lots of things she couldn't tell me, was really interesting as well. I'm guessing for a different reason, my favourite moment, back when City, earlier this, at the end of the season, when City played Spurs, we had obviously the Champions League, and then we had the game in the middle, the Phil Foden header. A friend of my wife's father had been diagnosed with cancer 4 years ago. He was battling it for 4 years, went to work every single day, you know, never even told his work colleagues or anything like that. And he'd found out literally the week before that he'd been given 3 months to live. It had spread into his lungs and his brain and everything else. And he's a massive Man City fan, but his brother is a Spurs fan. So I said to my wife, look, you know, if we can get him to come to the game and things like that. And Ray kindly offered up his tickets on that particular day. And yeah, I invited them. And they're on the channel, you can go back and see them. But sadly, he died a few weeks ago, which is a real shame. But yeah, that was a nice moment to be able to have the two brothers go to their last game together, sadly. But yeah, so I'm guessing that was probably my favourite, not my favourite moment, but I mean a special moment. Right, what else? At least the rabbing thing has died down. Yeah, the rabbing thing's a very strange thing, I must admit. It's a very, very strange thing at the moment. But I don't think I'm going to really go into it, my reasons why. But yeah, there's something not quite right, if I'll be honest with you. Something is a little off, let's put it that way. But I hope he just keeps pounding those journalists anyway, because at the end of the day, the objective, what he's doing is fantastic, regardless of who Rabbin is, or is now, or whatever. Bayern were horrible against Arsenal. Good afternoon, how are you, Mr. C? Congratulations, best City channel by far. Thank you, section. You were only 850k views last month, I think. Yeah, there's been tons. It just shows you how hard we've been working and how much stuff we've been putting out. I mean, it's just been phenomenal. We've been banging out videos left, right and centre. That'll probably slow down a little bit next week with me being overseas, but still be getting content out there for you. The champ is here. How's it going, Blue Heart? How are you, buddy? Have you seen the ESPN FC Sane video? About what, Greg? What's that about? Mo saying quiz was fun, but was on match day. Otherwise, lots of fans would have participated. There were loads on, mate. I was surprised. I didn't think that many would have, if I'm honest. It's a 2017 Mac, but I don't use Mac, mate. So I can't help you with Mac. If anybody can help Football Fan Chat's question, which he mentioned earlier, which was, don't know, where is it? Let me just see if it can bring it up. So if anybody has a Mac, he's basically said he's had major issues with his new laptop disconnecting and connecting back to the Wi-Fi. Any ideas? So if anybody uses Mac, if you've got any ideas and you've come across that, will you let him know? I don't use Mac, so I'm not the person to ask. If Leroy leaves, will Marco Asensio be a decent replacement? Leroy's not leaving, and I don't think we... Asensio, I think he's a very, very good player. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a very good player. Phil says, perhaps any trades people could make their trade known so others can use them, keep it in family. Hey, brilliant idea. What a great idea. So if people want to, on this one, if you want to, if you can say, this is what I'm into and things like that, fine. And if you don't and you want to keep it personal, then that's absolutely fine. But good idea. There's absolutely, you know, it's great having people that you know that do different things. So good shout out, Phil. Who do you think performed the best at Man City against West Ham? I've got to say Harwood Bellis. I thought he had a great game. Very solid. Very, very good. Joseph says, the C in Mr. C's name now stands for champion. It does. It's very odd when I put something consistent like a live stream on it. It's fine, but scrolling on Twitter puts it down. At least that means I'll be able to stream. Congratulations, 1 million views, Manchester Blue. Thank you very much. Crumbs, I missed it. Oh, you missed it. Haha, bob Crumbs. Thoughts on Huddersfield kit? I haven't seen it. I've been busy today. I'm working. I've got loads of stuff with work that I've got to prep for the weekend. So I've not really seen a great deal, if I'm being honest. Mr. C works for NASA. He back engineers alien biscuits. What a worthy winner. Mr. C, Joseph, I won't go that far, mate. Scott Williams, blinking X section. Looks like a monster box. Congrats again, Mr. C. Nice one, Scott. Just joking, Mr. C. Well done. I'm only jealous. How did you get involved with Sharon and David when you did the... How did you get involved? Contact them. Rang them. Contact them on Twitter. Then spent days chatting to them, and then went to Manchester and met them in a fantastic place in Manchester, and met them and spent a couple of days with them each. I know, mate. Me and the wife will be picking out on Bickies for ages. You will do. There's tons in there, trust me. Afternoon, Andy. Enjoyed the quiz last night. Thank you, Paul Smith. Klopp is a total. He is. Cheers, Blue Heart. Superior being, at least if that parcel gets crushed, you'll have some crumbs of comfort. Will you ever do interviews again with other people? Maybe Joe Hart, maybe Sharon could speak to him, get you in touch. The problem being is while they're still playing, just the image rights and media rights and everything else is just, you know, they won't do it. I am trying to get Micah Richards, so I need to speak to Sharon tomorrow, so I'm hopeful, fingers crossed, she might be able to help, because she's really good friends with him. So I'm really hopeful that she can get me an interview with Micah, and I've still got to nail down Andy Morrison, so try and sort that one out if I can. It's just that he's been really busy, so trying to sort of meet up is a bit difficult. Sharvan Sydney, hi Andy, how are you? You're new. English Massive Bet, hope them biscuits are hobnobs. There are hobnobs in there, different types, I think, as well. Can't remember. Who's watching Ajax versus Watford? I won't be. Do you wish Raid stayed? Well, it is what it is. Either or, you know. I'm not really going down chatting about that. What's done is done. What stream is on? Is it on? No, Andy does better on his own. On the Huddersfield kit, aren't there supposed to be limits on the size of shirt sponsors? I don't know. I've not seen. I must admit, I've not seen it, so I can't comment. If Stephen wants to collaborate with you, of course I would. Yeah, I've got nothing to slap. I've mentioned it. I mean, I've tried sending stuff and contacting Stephen, but I just don't think he wants to, and that's absolutely fine. If City didn't exist, who would you support? I couldn't even answer that question, mate, because I don't even want to think about it, if I'm being honest. It'll probably be a local team. Might have been Altrincham, or might be Chester, where I live now, and I don't know. I've no idea. Thanks for the match shout out. No probs, buddy. Greg Segal, low Mateus saying Bayern Munich wants Sane. Yeah, they're just gobbing off, aren't they? Bayern. Great stream yesterday, said Dylan. Thank you very much, mate. JB Photoshop. JB Photoshop, what's that? Scott Williams, spot on. Jason, don't need telling how much water to drink. Football fan chat, reset your pram. Go to Apple support for instructions. There you go. Hi Andy, I enjoyed the game. Good considering all situation. Absolutely. Did really well. It was a great game. Everyone wants Sane, but they can F off. I'm trading in sympathy after the quiz last night. Plug in an Ethernet cable as wireless blows. There you go. We're 193 off 1k, very close. Good luck with that one, mate. If Sane doesn't leave, he needs to sign a new contract. If he doesn't leave, he will sign a new contract, I'm sure of it. Blue Heart, you'll smash it next time. Congrats on the million, mate. Thank you, Paul Smith. Can't do that as other people use the Wi-Fi, but thanks. What's special about Huddersfield kit? I don't know. I've not seen it. Is the plumber Welsh with a leak? Oh, bum. He's not actually. He's my uncle. Has Ian Cheeseman ever invited you on his podcast? No, he hasn't. But Ian Cheeseman, I did contact to ask him, does he want to do an episode of Who Are You? Or Who Are You? And he said, I'm not saying no, but I'm just middle of a big project at the moment, but I'll definitely get back to you. So, fingers crossed, I might get Ian Cheeseman on to do it. That'll be interesting. Would you get Vinny on? Goes back to sort of still contractual stuff and things, because he's still playing. So, I'd get anybody on if they want to come on. And it's just hard. An interview with Big Andy Morrison would be great. It would be. Been trying now for God knows. One of my best mates, he lives next door, but one to him, and I keep contacting him every time he keeps coming back to me. And then I interviewed him outside the Etihad prior to a game, and I spoke to him off camera, and we were chatting about it, and he said, I will do them, obviously just with everything that's going on. And then obviously his brother died over Christmas period, and you don't really want to pester somebody after that. And then obviously with his managerial career, and so it's just trying to get the timing right. Maybe Zabba, that would just be amazing. Cheers, Scott. I've got all my chocolate fingers crossed. Anyone agree? A bourbon is a cheap man's penguin. I don't like bourbons. I really don't. And there's no bourbons in there if you like them. How do you add your subscribe watermark at the bottom right? That comes up automatically, mate. The subscribe one on the live vlogs, once you hit a certain target on YouTube, that automatically appears. That's nothing to do with me. Forgot to say Andy Morrison was on the same plane to Malaga 2 weeks ago. I gave him the nod as I had a City polo on, which he noticed. There you go. Otis from Aldi are the best. I can't say them. I can't say I've had them. Galazzo EM. Manchester Blue, what do you think the final score will be in the AF final? I reckon 2-0 to Algeria. We're going to talk about that quickly in a second. The Techno logo on the back of the City kit won't be on the normal one, will it? Well, that's the question I asked yesterday on the live vlogs I was doing about the game. Bloody fly. Saying it, is this just something for the pre-season? And the names in the arc are going to be, is that going to be the same, or is that solely just because it's a pre-season thing, or are they going to carry this through to the Premier League? Because it was massive, and it was like trying to read the names that were underneath, on the back of them. But anyway, it's only for the tour game, says Paul Standall. Okay, if you could interview one Man City player past the present for the channel, who would you choose? Oh God, that's a difficult question. I would love to interview Colin Bell, but he's really shy, and he's just, I tried to talk to him at the parade, but he's just very, very shy, very private person. I'd love to be able to sit down with Colin Bell because, like others have said on the Who Are You series, my first game was March 77, so Bell was injured and only came back and didn't last very long, and he was in and out with injuries, so I didn't really get to see how he was in the 60s and early 70s. I would love to sit down and talk to him about that time period. Joey Dodgers just cracked a packet open. Who do you think City will bring in this window? Well, I'm going to talk about transfers. And we'll see 1 million people all in love with biscuits on a huge dunk in a giant mug. Well done, Man City Fan TV. Thank you, Blue Art. The Huddersfield kit has a massive diagonal stripe with Paddy Power on, really. Andy, maybe invite a City former player and live chat questions with us. It is so difficult, Leonard. Honestly, it's really hard because they're busy doing things, and you know, trying to set it up is difficult. I know how difficult it was when I've set up things with David White and Sharon Latham, and even the interviews I've done with Jonathan Northcroft and John Dillon and the others. They take ages to try and organise. What's with the Huddersfield kit? Anyways, anyone? I don't know. Somebody said about this big thing. Cheesy was talking about Rabin today. Ian said Rabin was okay with him. Yeah, I saw that. That's the thing. I saw it today. And that's what brought it up. I'm not gonna go into it. I am gonna message Ian Cheeseman. There's a couple of things I'd like to ask him and see whether he'll chat to me about it. But we'll see. Kiam knows because I messaged Kiam this afternoon with something. So Cheesy's a great guy. It would be good to have him on. A huge step towards City content producers working together rather than this infighting. We're all Blues. Absolutely spot on, Kiam. Who's rabbing anyone? When will you do the green screen with The Office? I'm going away. I'm too busy this week. I'm going away. Maybe when I come back, I'll get everything set up. Cheesy talking about Rabin on his latest podcast. The Huddersfield kit has a big sash with a betting company logo. Shocking. Do you watch the In-Between as I used to watch him? Yeah. Will you ever film your podcast like Ian does? No. Because like you've asked this before and I've said not everybody wants to be on camera. So, what is this? 1,000 questions, football fan chat. Do you think Kieran Trippier will fail at Atletico? No, I think he'll do all right. Andy, how would Hazard do at Madrid? I think he'll do well. If I'm being honest, king of assists, I think he'll do okay. That techno logo positions were ugly. Yeah, it was a bit weird, wasn't it? Andy, in your opinion, who's City's greatest captain? God. Gotta say Vinny Company. Gotta be. In my era, I mean, people who've been around the 40s, 50s, 60s might say something different. Thoughts on Dillet signing for Juve? Yeah, all about money. King of Assists, this is City chat, mate. Company's captain, fantastic. Yeah, congratulations on the 1 million. Thank you, Brad. Can't believe Juve got Dillet so cheap. Yeah, but not in salary. Paying him a fortune. Would I ever invite Mancini? I don't think Mancini would ever come on Man City Fan TV, mate. Are you Daz and could be going? Jonathan and Cherry Smith, I don't know. Are you sad? Are you sad? Son? Oh, I'm a sad Sani could be going. I'd be sad if he left, yeah, but I don't think he is. Ginger Biscuits, Top Dunkin' Biscuit. Sane. Hi Andy, what's the latest transfer news about Citizens? Going to talk about that now. I'm strong. Are you sad if Sane goes? You should use StreamYard, which you can use to stream with other people. I can send you a link. No, you're all right, mate, because we've already got something in the pipeline and what we're doing. So, past the present to interview has to be skipped. Yeah. Tony Butt would be brilliant. Sorry, getting nostalgic because my clock has turned to 47 today and I'm only 3 cards in the Happy birthday, everybody. Everybody wish Scott Williams a happy 47th birthday. He's only got 3 cards, so give him a big big happy birthday on here. Hi Gary, how are you, mate? I love stale ginger biscuit when they go soft. We're back on biscuits, right? Happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday. Cheesy's a top bloke, you're right, Kiam. He is a very nice guy. I am What's Wrong with TGA. Stale ginger biscuits. Not just interrupting, no 1,000 questions, sorry. Not 1,000 questions, sorry. It's all right, mate, don't worry. Cheers section, open the missus, bringing a big box of biscuits home like yours. Silver over Aguero. Tony Butt the best ever. Hi Blue, says Serge. Vinny the Great's captain. Afternoon, Roberto Blondie. How do you feel about the Community Shield match? It's going to be interesting. Yeah, just booked my hotel. So I'm just trying to work out whether my youngest lad who's in Orlando at the moment, he's coming or not. So, do you like Chinese takeaway? Yeah, I like it. I prefer Thai, but I like Chinese. Can we replace biscuits with donuts? Tony spent 40 years with the club and he's top bloke too. Rob isn't around today. He's had his first taste of Kiam's FIFA power last night. Yeah, I was getting in the group WhatsApp chat. I was like, ding, 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 going off. It was like, what? Yeah, he got a bit of a pasting by all accounts, didn't he, Kiam? 10-1. Happy birthday, Scott. Welcome to 47 Club. Happy birthday, Scott. You're getting lots of happy birthdays now, mate. For the next quiz, I'm playing Eye the Tiger, and I'm currently training my fingers to be fit. How many 47-year-olds we got? I'm that old too. Well, I'm just a couple of years older, so I'm 49. So I'm 50 in April. When will we buy a replacement for company? Well, hopefully soon. We're still waiting on news on Otamendi. Right, let's have a look at sort of news today. Right, okay, first things first. God, we're already done 30 minutes. I need to crack on. But it's all you lot with all your fantastic points and questions and things like that. So, anyway, more news on Thiago Almada. It looks like it's gonna happen. So he could be our fourth signing of the summer. The third, well, let's say fourth, it could be the fifth, maybe. This is a great Portuguese newspaper, Ebola, brings a pretty confident story today saying that they're following this case very, very closely with Thiago Almada. And according to reports, Manchester City officials are in Buenos Aires right now. So I need to contact John, my cousin, who is he's Buenos Aires Blue on Twitter. So I need to contact him and just say, is there any news floating around down there in Buenos Aires? So he lives in the city. So see if there's anything being reported about that. But so according to it, Almada has come out, like I said to you 2-3 days ago, and said he is definitely not signing this new deal, which would mean City, instead of paying 16 million euros, would have to pay 25 million euros for him. So basically, the club are still, Vélez Sarsfield are still working hard to try and get him to sign it, but he's point blank refused. He's done that now for several days. I think that's been made pretty clear. But it's interesting because it looks like City will get him. But some additional news is that it's been claimed that potentially he's going to be sold straight onto Sporting with a buyback clause. Now, I'd be surprised if City spends 16 million euro on this kid and then sell him immediately with a buyback clause. Why not just give him to Sporting for a year or two on loan and keep him? But we'll see. We'll see. For me, it doesn't make much sense to do that. But that's the alleged rumour. So it does look like this is going to happen. It's saying it's very, very close to being completed, probably this weekend. So that'll be good news. That'll be another exciting young kid, and we'll see how he does when he goes to Sporting, because that's where he's definitely going to end up. So, yeah, called Gayasul in the new Messi. Yeah, I know. This is the whole thing about it, but he does look excited. Rob and I will be playing again and recording it, but for now, his nickname is Huddersfield. He'll kill me when he sees this live stream. 10-1. 10-1. And that's against somebody who can't even score, and he conceded 10. Rob needs to get his Raheem Sterling sorted out on his videos. He needs to finish off his chances a bit better. 1 million views, congratulations. Bloody congratulations. Thank you, Rubto Blondie. Might sell him, maybe. I love that attitude. Andy, buyback clause, true. Yeah, and buyback clause, true. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll wait and see. So maybe they will sell him, and there is a buyback clause in it. It just seems a bit odd, but maybe they'll do it. Maybe they're happy just to not shell out any money right now, because we might have money for somebody else coming in. So obviously with that, maybe they might just sell him immediately and insert €25 million buyout clause or something. Stop calling me Rob. I was doing that. I watched the video back earlier. I kept calling you Rob. So I do apologise, Kian. It was late. I'd done that many videos yesterday. Look out for episode 3 next few days. Kian has managed to get the Blue Boys playing. Good. So, you were knackered, mate, too. I was goosed. I was absolutely goosed last night. That was just that one I'd already done. I put out 2 videos earlier in the day, and then I did 3 videos in the afternoon on the City game, and then I did that massive quiz last night. I was absolutely knackered by the end of it. Spot on, Blondie. 1 million views is testament to what the channel is doing, inclusive for all Blues to chat and spout of all things City and have a giggle. Thank you, Scott. Exactly, that's what it's about. It's an Angelino type deal. Okay, it makes sense to me. What, to buy him and sell him? Yeah, okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. It probably makes sense if we don't want to have 16 million euros on the books right now. So, Correia, well, he has announced himself that the club, unless anything's come out just while we've been on here, but he's actually announced that he's signed a contract with Manchester City. He's obviously, he's the 18-year-old, he's out representing Portugal under-19s in the Euros in Armenia, and he's already got, in 2 games, he's already got 1 goal and 1 assist from the opening 2 games. But basically, these are his words. I signed a deal for Manchester City, but I'm fully focused on this championship, and I'm looking forward to working hard and join the main team. He also explained how talking to Pep persuaded him to join City. He said, I admire him a lot, or he said of the City manager. The few times that I talked to him, I was really impressed. I'm eager to start working with him. So while the deal hasn't been formally announced by Man City, it looks like City have agreed an initial fee of around 3 million, which could rise to 6 million with bonuses. And then I don't know, let me just see who wrote this. It's on the MEN, Joe Bray. Well, this is quite interesting because the very last line of the article says, Duncan Castles told the Transfer Window podcast that the deal would be completed later in the summer. It's almost like a little dig at Duncan Castles there, saying, you didn't get this one right. So, yeah, 3 million quid, it's peanuts. Looks like, Joseph, it looks like a bag, and it does. Cancelo news cancelled, mate. Yeah, I just can't see it happening. I've said it now for 2.5, 3 weeks. I might be wrong, something just doesn't feel right with the whole thing. Pep reported to prefer Alves over Cancelo. The Alves thing is, I'm telling you now, the Alves thing is definitely, I'm really, really positive in respect of the fact that I do think it could happen. I really do. He announced it himself. Balls on that lad, absolutely, without any sort of, nothing from the club yet, and he's already said he's signed. One Felix, only one Felix. We're going to get all the cat stuff again. Labelled the new nanny. Duncan Castles is a clown, though, to be fair. Tim Vickery rates him for what it's worth. Always listen to Tim Vickery. Obviously, he's the South American expert, but then he did turn around, Tim Vickery, which is quite funny. I had a bit of a chat with him a while back on Twitter, and I was asking him about the fact that he did say out of the 2, when we signed Gabby Jesus and Moreno, he said Moreno's the better player. And look what happened with that one. But yeah, you've got to trust somebody who knows the ins and outs of South American football. Does Club have daycare? Blue Heart, we will have to change the words to the song Feelings with Felix. Just had a flashback of Bernabé's cross to David Silva. What an amazing, brilliant cross that was. It was superb, and the way Silva sort of jumped, took it on his chest and hit it first time. What a goal. Absolutely brilliant. Even though I think he didn't do a great deal in the rest of the game. I'm talking about Adrian Bernabé. He didn't do a great deal. Still, it was worth it just for that one cross. I would love it if you ever get my hero legend Colin, but I'd love it, Brian. Absolutely love it. But he's just such a private person, quite shy. Like I said, I was really trying to get an interview with him because where the VIP area was, I was at the VIP area at the parade, and he was right in front of me. You might have seen the videos. He was right there, about 5-10 yards away. And every time he walked, he was with his wife, and every time I kept saying, Colin, any chance of just a quick 1 minute, quick? And everybody was asking for pictures, and I think he spent about a minute or two having the odd picture, but no, just wasn't. And some people are like that, and that's absolutely fine. Where the likes of Tommy Booth, Summerby, Dennis Chewett, all of those just came over and were brilliant. I would love it if you ever get my hero. Yep, sorry. Andy, would you prefer the theme to Top Cat? I did love Top Cat. It appears Klopp has given up any hopes already. Then even Mourinho was funny when he moaned. Right, well, let's talk about Jurgen Klopp. Thanks for the prompt there, Mr. C. Well, basically, Klopp has come out again whining. Basically saying that Liverpool cannot compete financially with Manchester City, despite spending more than City have in the last 2 years. Klopp was speaking as he works on building a squad that can go on one step further and overtake City. He went on, obviously they won the Champions League, but they're yet to make any high-profile signings, having only added young defender Sepp van den Berg. City, meanwhile, have broken the transfer, we know, with Rodri and Angelino. And Klopp is basically trying to reassure the Liverpool fans that they're still on track, even though they can't. But he claimed, they haven't made more signings due to financial restraints. He told Liverpool's official website, "We're pretty relaxed in that we will see what's coming up. How I said it will not be the biggest transfer window of LFC. We invested a lot in the team in the last 2 years. I would say we cannot spend every year in the same manner." He said people talk about it like now another 300 million or 200 million. There are maybe only 2 clubs in the world, it looks like in the moment. Barcelona, Real Madrid can do the same, but City and PSG that can do it every year. When have we spent that? Every single year. Oh, sorry, plumbers here. 1 second. Are you all right to go up? Is that all right? Yeah. I'll see. I'll be up in 5 minutes. Yeah, sorry. So basically, what's happened is he's claiming that City have spent 200 million in consecutive seasons. We've not spent anywhere near that type of money. Last season, I think we had a net spend of about, I think it worked out around about 18-19 million pounds or something like that. But he's saying we're fine. I'm happy with the team. We're really happy. It sounds to me like Klopp's really sort of worried and concerned. Sorry, there you go. The noise is going off now, so I might have to just wrap this one up really quickly. No, he'll be up in 30 minutes. No, well, he's a big City fan. He's a massive City fan. So, Blandy Plumber adding his time to another package from next door neighbour. No, it's my uncle. He's come to try and have a look at the leaking roof. But anyway, AFCON tomorrow. Mahrez versus Mane. Gotta say, you've really got to fancy Algeria. in there, and Mahrez, Mahrez, it'll be a fantastic achievement if he was able to, you know, bring the AFCON back to Manchester City, and being captain and everything else, and just building his confidence. I think it'd be a wonderful thing. So fingers crossed. Mahrez can do really well. He's had a great tournament so far, and Algeria can beat Senegal and beat Mane. And it seems that the Egyptian fans are turning on Mo Salah and actually supporting Riyad Mahrez. It's like, really? So it looks like his stock in Egypt, Mo Salah's, has gone plummeted, because I think they were pissed off the fact that Egypt didn't do anything in the AFCON. So Mahrez free kick was delicious. It was. Come on, Mahrez, by citizens. Pep said he told him he's staying. What Pep did say, if any players are unhappy, they can leave, and that's the way it should be. It's the way it should absolutely be. So listen, I'm gotta go. Got to go and try and sort out these problems. So anyway, listen, don't forget, subscribe, click notification, comment below the video. There'll be more coming out tomorrow. And Kiam's just messaged me to say episode 3 of the FIFA has been sent through. So yes, there is, Roberto Blondie. Good luck with I think Salah's reached his peak. It's downhill. So do I, completely. See, Andy. Thanks, Andy. Good luck with thank you, mate. Good luck, mate. Listen, be back tomorrow. Don't forget, check out the video. Put the video out this morning with the two brothers, one in Atlanta and the other one in Sydney, of all places. They've been following City since the 80s on an episode of Who Are You? So if you haven't seen that video, go and check that out. There's some really interesting answers that are in there. Cheers, have a good one. Thanks for the quiz last night. You're welcome. Don't forget, Mr. C and section, your things will be in the post tomorrow. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, and don't forget, give it a thumbs up before you go. We'll see you soon. Take care.